Cockeyed bucket of extra crispy got charged with scamming hotels out of $600,000. This guy has many crimes out there. Yes, this lazy-eyed fuck has been scamming hotels for years. But you know what? I digress. I'm not even going to talk about him in a bad way. You know, good for you, Jimmy. Good for you, Mr. Sabatino. That's right. Anyone who can go to the City of Illusions, aka South Beach, Miami, and get a nickel off them, good for you. Because it's the City of Illusions and it's the City of Broken Dreams. But you wouldn't know unless you lived here. Now let's see exactly what this guy did. Basically, and you can see him right there on the screen with some girl. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, stepping on him. And I'm sure that same bitch, well, you know, I'll wait till I get into what he did. Jimmy concocted a pretty good scheme. Basically, all he did was he went to hotels like the Fontainebleau, the Hilton, and he just said, "Hey, I'm a music executive with Sony. This is one of his scams." Gave them a little letter that was written up. You know, probably did it at home on his laptop, printed it out. And the thirsty hotels, always looking for money, said, "Okay, cool. You can stay here and we'll just bill your company when you're done." Great. This guy, on average, would probably stay at a hotel in the presidential suite 5 weeks. Rack up over $100,000 worth of alcohol, champagne. I'm not giving you random numbers. That's what the shit said. And I guess he would leave, you know, and then they would get stuck with a bill. And so his face got started, I guess, making the rounds to different hotels. Like, hey, this guy is a scam artist. But I mean, he's pretty good. He got the dumbass Dolphins to give him 200 tickets to the Super Bowl. And they did it. All he said was, "Hey, I'm a president of Blockbuster." So, you know what? Why I'm keeping this attitude? Because it's amazing what people will do once they think you're somebody they can use or manipulate in some way. Because if I call the Dolphins right now and said, "Hey, me and my sweetheart want to go to the Super Bowl coming up in January or February, or wherever the fuck it plays, when it plays," they don't tell me to fuck off. So that's why I say good for you, Jimmy Sabatino. You took all their cruel intentions and you turned it on them. All their lustful desires. And you used it against them. I say, good going, Jimmy. And people might think that I'm some sort of, you know, some hurt individual. I'm not. But I live in South Florida. I've been to South Beach. The thirst is real down there. The thirst is real. Well, what the fuck is the thirst, Mike? The thirst is just people wanting something. Wanting something for nothing. I'll give you an example. The materialism in South Beach, times that I went, record high. I've literally seen girls not talk to a dude, but then a second later when they seen that same guy buying, say, alcohol at the bar, and they say, "Oh, this guy has money," did a complete 180 and literally jumped on his dick. Now, of course, you know, I gotta say this for the morons. I'm not saying everybody in South Beach is like this. Of course not. That would be stupid. But there's a good amount. And when you go out at night, that good amount is there in a massive amount. And South Beach, like I said, it's an illusion. At nighttime, it looks nice. But you wake up in that bitch the next day. smell the piss and see the vomit that's just running all over. It's an illusion. I don't know if Vegas is an illusion. I only been there once and it was nighttime and I left pretty quickly. I was tired. But South Beach, I give it to you. Like I said, hats off, Jimmy. I'm glad you scammed him. Because, you know, come on, if he didn't scam him, you know, poor Jimmy, he's a little heavy, you know, but he's a guy. He wants to go get some attention. He wants some pussy. He wants some, you know, he wants to be treated well. You can't say I'm average Joe Jimmy, not down there. Well, he could, and he wouldn't get nowhere. But it's amazing if you look on this guy's Instagram, all the different girls he got around him. And it's just like, I can't even respect these women because this guy is not what you would call attractive. Pause. I'm just saying in general terms, I didn't make these rules. But it's amazing when he started lying saying he was a music executive. I mean, I've been reading some of his stories. He's banging out all types of girls. Even little 17-year-olds, Jimmy. Well, I don't condone that, but what would anybody 18 to 25 see in a person 36? He's like 5'5", 300 pounds. You know. So, you know what? Sometimes when you're chasing people for material gains, you're going to get fucked. And you're going to get fucked by someone who actually doesn't have it. That's why you shouldn't do that. And that's really what I'm getting at. Like people for who they are. Not what you think they can do for you. Because when you go down that road, you're going to meet a Jimmy Sabatino. And he's going to laugh all the way to the jailhouse. After he took some nude pictures of you and put it on his Instagram, though. Anyway, folks, I had to cover the story just because it's so close to where I live. Not too close, but close enough. Alright, have a good day. Subscribe. Thumbs up. And share my videos.